Canada's first and second choice goalkeepers are locked for the 2026 World Cup, but the third choice option is wide open, and Jonathan Sirois has now put himself at the front of the queue with a transfer to FC Dallas, joining a side where he will play consistently as the starter, joining a side that is a true playoff contender with a strong squad, leaving behind Canada and CF Montreal for the first time in his footballing career. This is a major step up for Jonathan Sirois, but was it the right time to join FC Dallas? And with a strong campaign, can he play his way into a World Cup spot? We're going to break it down and look into the transfer details, but before we do, jump into the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Should Jonathan Sirois have left CF Montreal? Was it the right time? Make sure to smash that like button, hit that sub button, guys, if you enjoy all the content, if you enjoy Jonathan Sirois and this Canadian transfer deadline. But let's jump straight into it, as it was of course first reported by MLS's Tom Bogert, reporting that FC Dallas has finalized a deal to acquire the Canadian international goalkeeper in Jonathan Sirois from CF Montreal, with the deal being worth $150,000 plus $250,000 in add-ons, taking it up to a deal worth $350,000 in total. A very cheap, a very good bargain price for a starting goalkeeper with heaps of experience and leadership in the MLS. But Jonathan Sirois has felt like he's been around for so long. He has been through the Canadian Premier League. He has come through CF Montreal's academy system, and he has been with the club now for 102 appearances across all competitions, while only being 24 years old. That is incredible for a goalkeeper at such a young age, who has now started the last 3 years for CF Montreal, playing consistently as the starter. It is absolutely impressive at such a young age to be starting in goal for any side, but also be playing at such a high level. Yes, CF Montreal has been through their ups and downs, while Jonathan Sirois has been the starter. They haven't been incredible by any means, but he has been one of the standout performers in the CF Montreal side since he has been the starter back in 2023, where he made 38 appearances, the following year making 36, and just last year having 28 starts, and that is in all competitions, of course. And he has impressed whenever he's had the start. Yes, there has been errors and mistakes. That's going to happen with any goalkeeper, but at such a young age, to have 3 starting seasons at 24 years old now, having that experience, having that level of knowledge of playing in a top division like the MLS is very impressive, because goalkeepers usually don't get this kind of minutes, don't get this opportunity or level of appearances until a later stage in their career. But the fact Jonathan Sirois is doing it from such a young age makes it even more exciting, because he now joins a playoff side, a good team in FC Dallas, a side that can challenge in the playoffs, and a team where he will now be the regular starter once again after their starter left the club and headed out to Ajax in Martin Pais. And this now opens up that starting role for Jonathan Sirois. And yes, FC Dallas believed in their backup, but of course, they must not have had the true backing of their number 2 goalkeeper from last season if they felt the need to bring in an experienced leader like Jonathan Sirois, who is still only 24 years old. Bringing him in on a true bargain price makes it even more exciting, because it shows that they look at him as the new starter, as the new number 1 goalkeeper at FC Dallas, which is a huge confidence booster for Jonathan Sirois. Of course, he's going to still have to win that role in preseason. He's still going to win that role in training over their number 2. But being bought after the starter has left is a huge boost of confidence to say, we want you as our number 1. And it's a huge boost in his World Cup stock, because Jonathan Sirois is joining a better team where he will be able to prove on a stronger side that he can push for that number 3 choice, because that is wide open, up for grabs in this Canadian squad. Maxime Crépeau and Dane St. Clair have the number 1 and number 2 spots on lock. But that third choice goalkeeper has been up for grabs. And yes, Jonathan Sirois has earned call-ups to the Canadian national team across his club career, but he's never earned a start for Canada yet. And he won't at the World Cup, of course. But as the third choice goalkeeper to the World Cup, it's a huge confidence booster in your footballing career. It's a huge honor and an opportunity to be at the World Cup, to be with the squad, and to learn off Maxime Crépeau and Dane St. Clair continuously and train with high-level players. But no goalkeeper has taken that number 3 role. No goalkeeper has grabbed it and demanded it, nor Owen Goodman, nor Jaden Hibbert, as well as James Pantemis. There's 4 goalkeepers in the running here, and I truly believe with this transfer, it pushes Jonathan Sirois right up to the front of that queue. He has been playing with a mixed bag of a side at CF Montreal, who has had some poor seasons, some up and down years. They're going through transition, going through rebuilds, and he has been that standout. He has been the player who has rose to the occasion, kept them in games on multiple matches, while also winning them games as well single-handedly by his performances. But now he joins a side where he's going to be expected to stand on his head at moments. He's going to be expected to come up with big moments throughout matches with this FC Dallas side that is very strong, that has a good group of players. And having a playoff contender, having a side that is looking to move further up the table instead of being in a true rebuild situation is exciting for Jonathan Sirois, because having a side that is a winning mentality means you're going to have more pressure on you as well. So it is a huge boost for Jonathan Sirois' World Cup hopes, World Cup dreams to be in that squad. And I really believe with this transfer, it pushes him to the front of that queue and makes him the number 1 choice as Canada's third choice goalkeeper. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say down below in the comments. Is Jonathan Sirois your number 3 currently at this moment in time with this transfer? And how will he do at FC Dallas? Because I believe this is a great move for the 24-year-old Canadian international goalkeeper in Jonathan Sirois. Let me know down below. Smash that like button if you enjoy the video, if you enjoy the content, and like the transfer. Hit that sub button, guys. Let's continue to move to 1,000 subscribers before the World Cup, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.